Hello people, welcome to the Coding Explorer. Today we are going to talk about p5.js. It is an online web editor. You can also do coding on it. It is by the Processing Foundation. p5.js is a JavaScript library for creative coding with the focus of making coding accessible and inclusive for artists, designers, educators, beginners, and anyone else. It is also free and open source because we believe software and the tools to learn it should be accessible to everyone. So you can do all sorts of things in it. You can make web browsers, you can make web pages, you can do every sort of thing you want to do about coding. So let's get started. So it is very accessible as you just need to write p5 and you all automatically go onto its homepage. So you can just click on start creating with p5 editor, and I already have an account, so here it is. So there are many different types of themes in p5.js. p5j one of them is light, dark, and high contrast. I am on high contrast. You can use any one you desire. So the text set the size you can make it larger and smaller. The default size is 18, but I have increased it. It has an autosave option and a word wrap option as well. In for accessibilities, the line numbers on what you are writing and lint warning sound that is off. These are all the default settings with p5.js. So let's see what this button does. This button allows you to preview of what you have wrote in the function, and this button is to stop the preview. So like if you're writing a code and you do not want to mess up, so you can always use preview mode by clicking on this button. So there's also something known as auto refresh that allows us to do something like this. So I removed the two zeros and it already became blank. I didn't have to press the button, but I keep it off as it sometimes when you're writing code it starts giving errors even without the code being finished. So as you can see, let's just go to the default settings. There's two functions here. What are these? These are the function setup and the function draw. You write the things you want to draw on the canvas in the function draw, while in function setup you set up the canvas, and it has also uh, many different uses. So if you want to understand how do you make things in p5.js, you can always go to the reference page. The reference page has different things like color, shape, constants, environment, structure, DOM, rendering, foundation, transform, data, local storage, dictionary, array functions, conversion, string functions, events, touch, image, IO, time and date, math, random, trigonometry, typography, lights, camera, and camera. So let's go to back to the web editor. So let's see. I have this canvas which length is 400 by 400. So this is the width, this is the length. So if I reduce this to 200, see what happens. It becomes half. And if I also make this 200, then also it becomes a half. So let's go back to the default ones. Yes. So I want to do something with this. I want a rectangle right at the center. So how will you write that? First, let's go to the reference page and I'll show you where you can find all the stuff. You see, in shapes, there are some things known as 2D primitives, attributes, curves, vertex, 3D primitives, 3D models. So, in 2D primitives, there is something called a rect. There are many different commands like triangle, square, rect, quadrilateral, point, line, circle, ellipse, and arc. I give you the advice to leave the arc for now. let's go to rect command. So rect allows you to make a square. So all you have to do is write rect, and now in the canvas we created there are only two, but in this one there are four numbers inside the brackets. That is because this is the x position and this is the y position and this is the width and length height. So I'll explain you the x position and the y position. The x position, like in a normal graph, the x-axis in p5.js there is an x-axis and there is a y-axis. In x-axis you need to this starts from 0 to 400, and in the normal graph y-axis starts from here, but in p5.js y-axis starts from here. So this is 0 and this is 400 for the y-axis, and this is 0 and this is 400 for the x-axis. So let's make a rectangle. Sorry. Huh. So now I'll write the x-axis. I want it right at the center. So let's write 200 by 200 by 100 by 100. Oh, this is not at the center, but as you can see, the 200 x-axis is right here, and the 200 y-axis is also right here. So, but so this edge is touching the 200 uh, x-axis and the y-axis, but I want it at the center to be at this 200 and 200. So what will I do? There's a command called rect mode. So in rect mode, you can write center. Remember, it always needs to be all capital or it won't work, and it will go to the center, as you can see. So now it comes to some other things we can make. So you can always also make it a curved one like this. You just need to add a fifth digit, and to make just one side curve, all the sides curve except one, you need to add four more digits. But let's go back to the reference page. So in 2D primitives, there's ellipse, circle, line, point, quadrilateral, square, triangle. We understand all of these, but the ellipse and circle both produce a circle, but they are a little different. I'll show you how. Circle, circle. So we'll give our x-axis, we'll give our y-axis, and then instead of length and breadth, we will get the radius. So a circle comes in right in the middle. But now, in if I write ellipse, and sorry, yes, in ellipse I'll write 200 by 250 so that they do not overlap each other. And instead of radius, I need to give the x-axis and the y-axis. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'll give it a 10 and then a 10 and then I'll play it. So you see another one has came here. So if we go to the ellipse function, it allows us to make a circle. Draws an ellipse oval. That is why there is a different command for the circle and a different command for an ellipse, because a circle will always be a circle, but in an ellipse we can create an oval like that. You see? So that if you cannot see it uh, nicely, then I'll just go with a little. Yes, see, it made an oval. So that is why ellipse and circle are two different functions. So I I want you to create something with the web editor itself and stick to two D primitives and attributes only. And if you can understand these, then you should try it. But my advice is to always only go for 2D primitives and a few of the attributes. Okay, in the next episode, I'll teach you all how to add color in all of this, the background color and other colors. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.